What's up, y'all? Welcome to Mart's Junk Drawer. I am Mart. Welcome back to another vlog. We are currently at the park. I do not feel good, but whatever. So yeah, I'm so happy because I brought sorry, I was reading the inside of the bag. I finally put my Simple Modern, it's called the Getaway bag, to use, and it fits all of this stuff so good. So good. I absolutely love this bag, and I'm so happy for this purchase. I actually need to take a picture of her really quick. And I'm excited to get some accessories for her. But yeah, I do not feel good, y'all. Like, I cannot believe I'm getting sick once again. You know, the kids always bring germs home, so yeah.
Mom,
Yes.
why are we down on there over there? So
Okay. Let me put this back. So I think I still have yet to unbox my Kobo Libra Colour because y'all, so this was the device that I was talking about in one of my previous vlogs where I was like, I ordered this like a month ago. So the place that I originally ordered it from, I had to cancel out that order and purchase it from another platform because, child, yeah, and purchase it from another whatever. But the book I think I'm going to read next, because this will be the book that's due next to the library, is The Birdcatcher by Gail Jones. So I think I'm going to read that one next. I think I'm going to unbox my Libra Colour. And then I also have to update my planner. So me and my friend, y'all know how my kids be interrupting me, but yeah, so I'm gonna also update my planner. So me and my friend Whitney, I don't know if I mentioned it in any of my other videos, but me and my friend Whitney are being each other's accountability partner for the year of 2025, and we have our goals breaking down into quarters. So excuse me. We have our goals breaking down into quarters, and we check in with each other weekly to see, how our goals went for the week, if we need to fix anything or whatever. And we share our goals on like on Apple phones, you can share a note with each other. And so, like, any updates that you make to the note, each other will be able to see that. So we put all of our notes, all of our goals on a shared note app. Shared notes. Yeah, the shared note app. And so we could see each other and hold each other accountable for the goals. And we check in with each other weekly. So, yeah. I also need to do my week, because I haven't constructed for the week this week coming up, Monday through Sunday. So I have to do my Sunday reset. So I think I'm going to sit here and do that. I did pretty much do all of my, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I would say it's going to be 4 things that I have to transfer over to the next week that I didn't do this week. So I'm going to sit here and do that. And then I also need to, I also had to go back to my tried and true Pilot G2. This is literally my favorite pen. So that other pen that I was using, I think it's called the TUL. I love the way that pen writes, but it does not pair well with this paper in the comment planner. I'm not sure what this paper is called. I know what it's called, but I can't think of it right now. But sometimes that pen does not work on this paper. But the Pilots do. Like, this is literally my favorite pen of all time. So I had to go back to my baby. And mine specifically, I like the 10s. The one, is it 1.0? But yeah, I had to go back to my Old Faithful because that other pen, it just wasn't cooperating with me. And then I also need to finish editing my YouTube video so I can post it for you guys today. So I'm about to get active with that. And I have my dog here. I wonder if she's hungry. You didn't got yourself all wrapped up. Yeah, I'm gonna call y'all back. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna try to do this unboxing. I'm gonna try to do this unboxing. I don't know how well this is going to work, but let's try.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit. 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 Yeah, right there.
All right, guys, let's try to do an unboxing. I don't know how well this is going to work because I don't have like a bigger tripod. So I think like this is the best that we can do. So I only brought the case to put it in. I didn't bring the screen protector since I am outside and I don't want, you know, you can't put a screen protector on outside from like all the dirt and debris. So I did get the color white. I was going to do black because I do not like white accessories, but for some reason I feel like the Kobo looks so cute in white. So here she is. Let's get her pulled out of the case. Of course it has the instructions and stuff. Let's close that back up. And here she is. She feels very lightweight. Like that's my first impression is like it feeling really lightweight. The one thing I do like is that the power button is on the back because I feel like on the Kindle it's annoying having that button at the bottom for some reason because like when you set it down or something it just always turns it on. There is a film on here. There's a film on here. I love these page turners. Is there a charger in here? Let's see. It should be. I believe the charger is right here. Of course, I'm outside, so I'm not going to be able to charge her. Let's see if the case fits since we are outside and I don't want it to get super messed up. And then I'm going to make sure I keep this insert. So if I want to do like, you know, any like Kobo inserts, I always keep these so that I can use it as a template. All right, and let's put her on. Hopefully this is the correct size. Yes, we are in there. Yes, okay. Now let's get the pen open. Here's the pen. It is so cold out here. Let's see. Oops. Okay. I wonder if this comes with a charger. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have to look at all the other stuff when I get home because I don't want to take every single thing out, but I did want to just get this opened. This feels very lightweight as well. Oh, that would be so cute if this was a clicker. This has a little thing on it as well. I'm not going to peel that off yet. That's cool that it still stays connected with the case on. Let me see if I can put this up a little bit. So it does stay on like with the case. And it does, it's like magnetic over here too. I don't know. But I think it's supposed to be on this side, right? like that. Ooh, okay, so let's see if we can turn her on. I don't know if she's going to turn on because it hasn't been charged. Oh, I think she's turning on. English. Let's get started. Connect your, oh, we're outside, so I will have to connect this to my phone. So I'm going to do all the rest of this like when I get home. So let me just turn this off. I wonder if I could turn it off. All right, so yeah. What's up, y'all? I hope you can hear me. I'm currently in the library because my daughter wanted to come to the library to read. So we're currently chilling in the library. I brought my Kobo to read. I'm still reading The Birdcatcher by Gail Jones. I'm currently not going to check out any books. I might see if they have some more Gail Jones books here because her writing is very unique and different. So I want to see like what the vibe of her other books are. And then these are the ones that my daughter might check out. I did not know Alicia Keys wrote a book. This is a graphic novel. And then she also got The Girl from the Sea by Molly Knox Ostertag. And then she's currently reading one called Bonding. So we're just going to sit here and read. It's very nice outside. There's Uncle Chip. My uncle, we just seen my uncle in here. Then we just seen him leave off on the street. Yeah, so we're about to just sit here, chill, and read for a little bit. Yeah. What's up, y'all? So we're at our next destination. We're currently at the park. You know, we live at the park, but we got some JJ's, and then so we're gonna chill, eat, and then the book that I got from the library is this one called Donald Writes No More: The Life of Donald Goines, the Godfather of Street Lit. I have not gotten into any of Donald Goines' catalog. Let me see. His catalog is listed on here. The only one that I see like circulating a lot is Black Girl Lost. And maybe that one just catches my eye a lot because of Nas's song Black Girl Lost. But he does have a pretty nice catalog. So I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to check out a book from his catalog. I'm going to take a break from reading. I really should finish The Birdcatcher. I probably will finish The Birdcatcher by Gail Jones. But it's just such a weird book. Like, it's giving very much weird literature. Like, and I don't mean that in like no shade at all. It's just like, you know, if you read that weird lit fic, then you know exactly what I mean. And I'm not used to her writing or her content, period. So, you know, she comes highly praised by Tayari Jones, who wrote No American Marriage, Toni Morrison. I'm not sure. I feel like Toni Morrison edited some of her books, but I'm not really 100% sure. And then Amani Perry put a blurb on the book that I'm currently reading. So I want to read some of her other books. I do like her writing style. She does have a lot of like symbolism. Like, you have to really be locked in to know some of the references that she's making. So yeah, I probably should finish that book before I start anything else. What else? So yeah, I went to go see Sinners today with Michael B. Jordan. It was so good. So I think her name on TikTok is Pipes and Snow Globes. I'll put her picture on the screen or whatever, but I think that's her Instagram and her TikTok. But this morning I had seen that she said it reminded her of the book Ring Shout by P. I lost his name. P. Dejele Clark. I think that's his name. So I read that book back in March on my Black Movember, where I was only reading books by Black male authors. And it's a novella. If y'all haven't read it, go check it out. But she mentioned this morning that the movie reminded her of the book, and I already knew what she was talking about. Like, I already knew what the reference was, because I was kind of apprehensive to go see Sinners because I thought it was giving, like, you know, that energy, and I just wasn't in the mood. I tread lightly on those demonic type, you know, especially I'm not watching that in my house. And then so yeah, I just yeah. So when she said it reminded her of the book Ring Shout by P. Dejele Clark, I'm like, bet, I'm gonna go watch it. And so I was gonna go by myself, but then my sister ended up wanting to watch it, so I ended up going with my sister. I didn't have to go by myself, which I really didn't care if I had to go by myself. But she was totally right. Like, the movie really does remind you of the book of Ring Shout by P. Dejele Clark. They actually need to make that book into a movie because that would eat so bad. But Sinners is very similar to that, and I really love like the little twist. I love the symbolism in there. Like, it was one of those things where you have to be locked in to know the references that were being made, and just like the message of, you know, the different messages that were, you know, being portrayed. And I loved it. It was such a good movie. I'm so glad I went to go see it. It was so good, and I was locked in from beginning to end. There was not like one point where, you know how it's a few seconds where you just drift off a little bit, get distracted. No, I was locked in from beginning to end. So it does take place in Mississippi in the 1930s. I think they said Clarksdale or Clark, Mississippi in the 1930s. And yeah, I had no idea Michael B. Jordan was a twin in this movie, because when I first seen the trailer, I don't think I realized that he was a twin. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I've been talking y'all's ear off for the past 5 minutes. So I'm going to enjoy my food and then finish reading. I think I'm going to finish reading Birdcatcher so I could wrap this up and read something else. Because, baby, I've been reading that book forever. Forever. Get out of my bag. I need a napkin for myself.
There's more. I see two 830 so far that looks nice. So the one that just ride it on his bike and good bag. Bro, look at me making a mess up.
What's up, y'all? So, why am I not in focus? Come on. There we go. So, I'm currently about to go into the store because I have to get the rest of the kids' items for their Easter basket. It's not too much. Not too much, okay? Usually I do my over the top like I usually do, like overdoing it. I'm not overdoing it because I'm just not, like, there's no point. It's no point. It's no point. It's not Christmas. But I'm just sitting in my car. This girl next to me is parked a little too close over there taking selfies. Like, she need to move because she's too close to my car. And, like, why would she park like that, bro? She don't even realize how freaking close she is, bro. And she got all that space on the other side. Like, girl, get off of that phone and park your car correctly. But I'm just chilling in my car because I'm overstimulated. So my plan for today was to be by myself. Like, I just wanted a day of stillness. Like, I woke up cool, did my little cleaning, did the little whatever I need to do, listen to my audiobook. And the day of me wanting to be by myself turned into kicking it with everybody else. Granted, I did have a great day today, enjoyed my companies, but child, I had no intentions on being with people today. Like, I just literally wanted to be by myself today. And now I'm tired and overstimulated. And I'm also in my luteal phase, which is I'm about to transition into my actual cycle. But I'm currently, like, in the luteal phase. If you're a girl, then you already know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm in my luteal phase, so my hormones are, like, constantly like this. And yeah, I just really wanted to be by myself today. Like, as an introvert, I'm the type of person, I have to be by myself. Like, I absolutely have to have time to myself, whether that's 5 minutes to drink my coffee, 10 minutes to sit and write in my planner, whatever the case may be. I have to have time. My thing keeps falling. She over there making Instagram stories. I have to have time for myself. Like, I absolutely have to have time for myself. And when I don't have time for myself, I feel overwhelmed, like completely overstimulated and overwhelmed because I haven't had time to just bask in my own solitude. Because I like my own solitude. And when I'm not able to do that, it stresses me out real bad. Okay, girl, I see you. It stresses me out real bad. Like, For those of you who are introverts, have you been in a relationship with an extrovert and did it work? Or if you are currently in a relationship, one, is it working for you? Because I was just sitting here thinking, like, I don't know in my next relationship if I want to be with an extrovert, because right now I'm just overstimulated. I'm just having like all these irrational thoughts. But I'm just like, I don't know if I want to be. Of course, it could work, because as long as both parties communicate and have a mutual understanding, a mutual level of respect for each other, then it will work. But I'm just thinking, like, if I was in a relationship with an extrovert, if they don't respect how I feel about, needing time to myself to recharge, that's going to be bad for the both of us, because I'm going to feel completely overwhelmed and like literally just crash out from not even having time to myself, and potentially not even wanting to be around that person anymore, because yeah, I'm just stressed out. And then that person might feel like they're not getting the quality time that they like as an extrovert. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I just cannot. I can't. Like, I can't. That's just the life of an introvert. Like, I need time to myself. I need it deeply. And yeah. Now I'm just overstimulated and tired, and I'm just sitting in my car to have a moment of solitude, because it just gets so overwhelming, especially because, yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling because I'm so tired, but I have to go in here and get the last few items. Um, Yeah, and then I'm just thinking about how, like, today was the only day that I had to actually enjoy myself before we get back to the get back of the another day, another dollar, routine. When we get back to doing what we need to do, and it's just like now I really don't have time, because it's about to just go back into the routine of things. Ugh. Child, that's why sometimes I just be feeling like I want to take a 24-hour nap. Like a whole nap, just uninterrupted in my thoughts, just being in peace and not having to worry about X, Y, and Z. Child, even my dog be overwhelming me, because she's a puppy still, so she is just like, ugh. I'm just tired. I'm so tired. And I feel even more tired, like probably more tired than I actually would be if I wasn't in my luteal phase right now. I'm sure if I was like, oh, it keeps focusing off of me because of my steering wheel. But if I probably was in like my follicular, y'all know what I'm talking about, in that phase, then I probably wouldn't be as tired or affected by how I feel now. But yeah, let me go into this store so I can take my butt home. So I'm gonna call y'all back. Hey guys, so we're gonna do a nice little ASMR if I'm able to. ASMR, since I'm currently kid free at the moment, so I'm gonna use my kid free time to color, unwind and color. So I'm going to finish, while I color, I'm going to put my headphones in, and we're going to finish Everything's Fine by Cecilia Rabes, I'm not sure if that's how you say it. That is a rec from Erin, our good sis Erin. I told her I was not reading. I said we are not reading this book. I commented under her post, and look at me falling in love with the book. So while let me make sure it's connected. while I finish up this audio, we are going to color, have us a glass of wine. And then I also got some, these are my favorite Twizzler bites. I actually like in the big size of Twizzlers, I like the cherry. I don't really care for the strawberry. I will eat it, but let me get my phone out the way. Let me just put it over here. I'll eat it, but I was trying to decide if I wanted to get my not my headphones, my mic, but I think let me put this right here in case I need to see what the color is hitting for. I think we are good to go. All right, I just start my audiobook. We're gonna get this cracking. Move this out the way. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna have to do the rest of them like that because, or I'm gonna have to rip this out and be mad. So they all look cohesive. We're just gonna have to add this as a little razzle dazzle. All right, so I'm done with this page. I'm at a climax in the book where Jess is fighting with Josh. Josh is a Republican, and she just found a MAGA hat in his Make America Great Again hat in their house together. And it's just a very interesting dynamic. So her finding that MAGA hat just like triggered this big old argument. Very interesting dynamic. I'm almost done. I'm at 78%. So I don't know if I'm gonna color another page off camera. I think I probably will. I don't know. Oh, here's another page that I did. I don't think I did any other ones back here. Yeah, so I think I might color another page. And then, yeah. This one is very similar to this. Oh, I did this one. I colored this one with you guys. But my battery is at 10%, so I don't have no choice but to get off of here anyway. So, yeah. I colored my little title page. I think it came out so cute. But yeah, I'm going to call y'all back. What's up, y'all? So, okay. What's up, y'all? So, I'm currently in the Starbucks drive-thru. So, one of my goals for April is to, no lattes, no buying lattes out, lattes only at home for the month of April. And, yeah, but I have, unless the latte is free, like if somebody buys it for me or if I use my points or some way, somehow, if it's free, then I can have it. But if it's not free, then latte at home. So Starbucks sent me this email and it said, like, you know how they give you like recommendations, and it is the vanilla sweet cream cold brew topped with the cherry cream cold foam. That looks so good. I had not thought to pair that. So I love cold brew. So I'm going to top it with the cherry cream cold foam and see what it's hitting for. I'm going to try to have like a slow day for myself today. I woke up slow, enjoyed my tea, you know, get everything flowing. Because it's currently 10:37. So I was able to wake up, stay in bed. I finished the audiobook. It's my turn. Hold on.
Hi, what can we get started for you?
Hi, can I have a grande vanilla sweet cream cold brew topped with the cherry cream cold foam?
So sorry, what was it one more time?
A grande vanilla sweet cream cold brew,
Okay.
iced with topped with cherry cream cold foam,
Okay.
and that's it.
Alrighty, go ahead and pull the window.
Thank you. I don't know if she got my order right, but we're gonna see. If not, we're gonna have to tussle. Cause baby, one thing I cannot stand is when my order is incorrect. I think I need to move my this because yeah, one thing I cannot stand is coming to the coffee shop and they get my order incorrect. Like, that is just one of a big pet peeve of mine. I would say that's in top 5 because one, you just told me to repeat myself twice. I had to redo the order. So if you didn't hear me the second time, then that's the you problem, not a me problem, and you're gonna have to run me my correct coffee order. And usually I'm not so anal, but one thing that I cannot stand is bad customer service. Like, I absolutely hate bad customer service. Like, that's enough to just set me off completely. Like, I don't know why it irritates me so bad, but bad customer service is enough for me to be irritated. How do I I'm gonna just pay with my points. I don't know how I can do that, but whatever. I think I'm gonna just do this. But yeah, I can't stand bad customer service, so I'm just waiting for my turn. I'm gonna call y'all back when I get the drink so we can see what she's hitting for.
You are good.
Thank you. You too. Okay, we got the drink. Vanilla cream cold brew topped with, I feel like it's just gonna taste like, shoot, y'all probably can't hear me. I feel like it's probably gonna taste like the cherry chai anyway, because it's just cold brew and I usually get espresso in my cherry anyway, but we're gonna taste her and see. ASMR. I would take a picture, but y'all no. Okay. Yeah. She's hitting. I think it's because it's giving like vanilla cherry vibes. Like I strongly taste the yes. So good. So got my coffee. Dollar Tree's open today. Got my coffee and I'm about to go back home and I want to be knee deep in a book. I was just trying to decide if I want to go to Barnes today. Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to go to Barnes today and just like, I don't know if I'm gonna treat myself to a book today. Because one thing that I'm trying to tell myself is to not purchase any more books until my birthday, because there are just so many new releases coming out that I really want. So I've just been putting them on my book wish list so that when my birthday comes, they're all in one spot and I could just hit click, add to cart. So I'm trying not to purchase any more books until my birthday. There is like one book that is like low-key on my radar, like I actually have to buy, but I'm just not sure yet if I want to get it. So we shall see. But I do want to just be in a bookstore and have stillness, and hopefully my oldest does not want to come with me, because I just want to be by myself. Like I literally just want to be by myself and just like enjoy my own solitude in a bookstore and just actually be able to read, because it's been a while since I've been able to like actually sit down and read 100 pages at once, because I've just been so busy. But I'm about to enjoy my coffee, about to go home and see what is hitting for what, and I'm gonna call y'all back. So we are on our way into Barnes and to, oh shoot, is this on? Thank you. Thank you. So I made it into Barnes. Baby, I had an attitude before I came in here because I just had attitude. But now that I'm in here and I smell the books, I feel so much better. I'm so glad I came, because I was sitting on my bed contemplating like, do I want to come here today? Or do I just want to stay in the bed and do absolutely nothing and continue reading? But it's just like I hadn't had any time to myself to just like do something that just makes me genuinely happy. So I'm about to just sit here and browse the books, and then we're going to go over to the cafeteria and enjoy something. So let's browse the books and see what they're hitting for. I hope this is recording properly. Okay, y'all, so I just sat down. I ended up going with a cheesecake, like the Oreo cheesecake. And then I just got a venti water because, like I said, one of my goals is no lattes unless it is free. I do still have points on my Starbucks, but I don't think you can use that here at Barnes since it's like a third party type of Barnes. I mean, a third party Starbucks in Barnes, so I'm not sure if you can use your Starbucks points here. So I just went with the water, and then my book of choice that I think I'm going to purchase today, which I am going to purchase because one thing I don't do is bring books over here if I'm eating and I'm not going to pay for them. If I wasn't eating, then I could bring a stack of books over here and, do a little taste test. But because I have food over here and I have the book that I have not paid for yet, then I'm going to pay for this book. So I end up going with the Black Power scorecard, measuring the racial gap and what we can do to close it, by Andre M. Perry. So this is one of the books on my anticipated releases, or like my radar of quarter two. And so I think I'm going to enjoy my cheesecake and then read a few pages, read some pages of this. Houston, we have a problem. So I'm currently reading this book and I need my annotation. Like when it comes to nonfiction, I have to have my annotation supplies. I don't have a pen. I don't have a highlighter. Like Barnes & Noble should offer free annotation supplies. Like in the little cafeteria area or the reading areas, they should have pencils, highlighters, pencils and highlighters. They already have like the free bookmark, which you can utilize as like a ruler, to make straight lines. So the only thing that they need are free highlighters and free pencils, which I'm sure that could be a little sketchy for people who don't know how to act. They may take those supplies, but it would be very convenient if they had like free pencils or highlighters, or even if they offered in the cafeteria like $1 highlighter or $1 pencil, something so cheap for you to like, if you didn't bring your annotation supplies, because now I feel like I need to walk over there and get some annotation supplies, because yeah, I need to, I'm at some points where I want to highlight or underline at least. If I had a pencil, I'd be cool. So I don't know if I'm gonna go over there and open like a pen, because I could just get a pen. I don't know. What's up, y'all? So I finally made it in the car. I had such a great time in there by myself. A nice little solo dolo mission to Barnes. Well needed. That's all I needed. It's like an hour or two to myself to just recharge. I had not had that all weekend. Shoot, baby, all week. But anyway, so as y'all seen in there, I did end up getting Black Power Scorecard by Andrew M. Perry. And so far, I'm loving it. I did read the introduction, and then I think there's 9 chapters. I did end up having to get me a pen. So I got this cute little bee, and then the message just says be different. And there is an eraser on the end. I absolutely love this pen. It was only $3, and they do have different ones. I wanted to get the black cat because it was very sleek. It was like a nice sleek pen that had the cute little cat at the top, but I don't like cats, so I just went with the bee for the beehive, you know. So yeah, y'all know I was in there struggling like, dang, I cannot keep going if I need to annotate. Like, there's no way I can keep reading if I cannot annotate, because I have all these tabs open in my brain to highlight, and I can't actually highlight it to get the tabs out of my brain. So I had to hurry up and go get me a pen so that I could continue. And then of course I paid for it. So far I'm liking the book. Let me scoot back a little bit. So far I'm liking the book. Like I said, I just did the introduction, which is 16 pages. There's a total of 9 chapters. Some things that I highlighted in the introduction was like what to expect from this book. A couple of things he said: with the goal of securing substantive, concrete, and lasting power, this book articulates the objectives that can help lead to attaining it. What else? This book focuses on aims favoring objectives over strategy. Certainly, there are numerous kinds of progress that can empower a community, but which ones are pivotal for Black people? A construct of the ends of power must be understood and explicated if it is to be measured. One paragraph that really just stuck to me is I'm still getting over a cold, and I feel like I'm about to have a cough attack. Oh, this ain't the chapter. Where's the chapter? Okay, so this chapter like really stuck out to me. It says, family structure, if I could get it out, family structure is related to power, and with it, the assumption that parenting, specifically two-parent household, lays the foundation for individual, family, and community growth. I inspect the complex dynamics of marriage within the Black community and examine the far-reaching impact of systemic inequalities on family structures. Marriage can be an important power-building tool, but we need to focus more on the systemic barriers that discourage Black people from marrying, rather than on interpersonal, social, and emotional dynamics, which distract from the casual reasons why Black people marry less than they would in the absence of racism. So, I mean, I underline a whole bunch of other stuff, but that one right there, what I just read, could be a book itself. Like let's talk about it. Maybe I love me a good conversation piece. And what's crazy is that I feel like it was just meant for me to get this book because I literally just had a conversation centered around, like, I ain't gonna go into it because I ain't here to talk about that. But I literally just had a conversation this morning about that, like the Black community and what we need to do as a community. So it was meant for me to get that book. I don't know how much more I'm gonna read into that book today. But yeah, happy with my read. I'm gonna go get into that. I don't like to just fly through my nonfictions. I like to bask in it. So I'm sure I'll probably finish this week though, because it's really short and I'm here for the conversation. I want to see what his take is on what his take is. So I'm about to go hit my cut somewhere else, probably back home. I needed to finish reading The Birdcatcher by Gail Jones. Baby, this book is just like tearing me up. It's like, it's not bad, but it's also, and I feel like it's not good for me because I'm not used to her as an author. This is my first book from her. This is one of her most recent releases, but it's very weird. Like, it almost feels like short stories, even though they're not short stories. Almost like, you know how you sit and have a conversation with somebody? I gotta make sure that dragonfly do not come in my car. You know how you have like a conversation with somebody and you're speaking subliminally to that person, like almost like an inside joke? I feel like every chapter is an inside joke, which is just very strange. Like, very strange, but I'm intrigued by her mind. She has one of those minds where she explores things deeply, and if you're not locked in, then you're just not locked in. You're going to be kind of lost. Like, somebody who is not locked in would pick up her book, like who is not able to go deeper than surface, they're going to be lost. They're going to be like, what the heck am I, like, what kind of la la land am I on? Like, that's how they probably would feel. And so, yeah, it's not like I don't even know how to explain it, but if you read Gail Jones's books before, is all of her books like that? Or is it just her new book? And I think because it's like when I was reading about her, I feel like I read somewhere it said that she went MIA and then came out with a book. I don't know if this is the book that she came out with and we haven't seen, or the literature world has not seen her since whatever her last book was. But it's like, is she also talking about herself? Because the person in the book is also an author who took a big long break from writing, and then she just popped out with a book. But she didn't pop out with her same genre or what she's used to writing. She popped out with something else. So like the author in the book was like an erotic writer, and then when she came back on the face of the earth and released a new book, it was vacation books. She writes travel books now, and all her fans is like, child, we're used to the mess, we're used to the juice, we're used to the get down with the get down, and you giving us travel books. So I'm like, is the author, like the actual author, talking about herself? Because if this book is not similar to what she is used to writing, then like, is she low-key like talking about herself? I don't know. I think I'm just thinking too much into it, but I don't know. We'll see. I have to go look up and see when her last book was written, but I do. And she has some mess going on in her life too. Like, I don't know, something happened. Like, I don't know. I have to go look it up again because why does my hand hurt? Okay, I'm gonna call y'all back because I'm trying to get turned. I want to get back into this book though.